on that Mirage map. Well, I mean, it's nice here in Cologne, so I guess it's not the worst thing in the world, but I think that's not what they're looking for at the moment. We're going to find out in just a few seconds, starting off already with the knife round. So welcome to the show, everybody. I hope you will enjoy yourselves, and yeah, don't forget to tweet at ESLCS as well if you have any comments or anything like that. We'll definitely read it. Knife round going on in the middle on Inferno. Want to start CT side, and looks like Virtus.pro are about to do that.
Wow. Yeah, talk about the all-out brawl there in mid. So VP decisively winning that knife round, so they're going to get to go ahead and pick CT side. No surprises coming out from them. They aren't going for anything wild, you know, trying to like catch Na'Vi off guard by starting T or anything of the sort. They're just going to go straight CT and start beating up Na'Vi right from the get-go. So we have to see what Na'Vi have in store for us here going into this pistol round. Makes you think a round voluptuous letter is in the cards here.
Yeah, wouldn't say that's out of the question. And Neo, once again, holding top banana alone. Very characteristic for him. Virtus.pro just always trusts Neo to take care of this on his own. And for some reason, it works really well. He's very, very good at defending B all on his own.
He's a beast.
You talk about specialist players sometimes, that definitely is what Neo is on that part of the map.
It's insane because they do it on other maps as well. Like what we saw in Cash, right, VP? They were just leaving Neo alone over on B side, just holding it with the op, right? So again, now we have the rotation coming in, so it's going to be Pasha here to support Neo, and he's holding from CT as well. Gets peeked out there, so he spots one man. But with a minute left on this clock, there's quite a bit of time here for Na'Vi to build something until Edward takes so much damage. He gets dropped down to 5 HP. Taz holding the back line as well, making sure that his teammate Bialy can't get flanked. Bialy just trying to find that kill on Edward. A lot of time getting bought here, and in the meantime, we've lost Neo over on the B site.
Oh, and Taz goes down, so now up in the bedroom, it's going to be all alone time here, and not going to work out for Bialy either. Snacks, 1v4, charging into the middle, going to go down. Great start for Na'Vi, and once again, we can hear them shout all the way in the back room here. So Na'Vi feeling fired up.
Yeah, what is that? It seemed like Virtus.pro had everything going, that they were keeping control, able to lock down certain members on the map, but then Na'Vi slowly but surely just picked them apart, and it seems like it started with Taz just getting completely caught out by that man pushing up mid. He comes out of Boiler, walks right into a bullet, and from there on out, it just spins out of control.
And I look at this round, this is interesting. This is Virtus.pro's way of saying, even though we have pistols, we're going to try and play this like a normal round where we have smokes to buy time, and we're just going to let Na'Vi essentially run out of time, which is, you know, something they almost do on their own anyway. So if they time their smokes and save them for long enough here, especially at B side, I think this could work out quite well.
And this is also allowing them to have some mobility in the next round. Like, they can do some economic damage here. They could potentially even win the round. But then they go into that round of eco following this, and they have a lot of money going into the first buy round in the 4th round for VP. So, a bit of a halvesies play here by VP.
And that's Snacks helping out, putting out the smokes. They actually used all their smokes fairly early on here on Virtus.pro. I'm a little bit disappointed. I feel like they could have waited a lot longer. Because you can tell Na'Vi are still just kind of hanging around, which they probably would have been for a while anyway. They got a good stack going on at A, which could help helping them out. But if they go up and clear banana, Neo's going to have a hard time holding onto it all on his own with just a pistol. Molotov's out, and Taz is on 5th health. Neo going to get found.
Yeah, nice sneak play there by C's. Just jumps right up and gets the headshot. And that's actually just completely opening up this B site. You can see Na'Vi just swarming onto it now. They're going to rotate the bomb in as well. Smoke down to block off CT, and Zeus has thoroughly cleared out this site, so they know Na'Vi have now got control of B, and there isn't a thing that VP can do. Really not getting much done at all with this investment, VP. And to the point where they aren't even moving off the A site. They're going to be perfectly happy to just sit here and hold on to these guns for the next round. So we aren't seeing any kind of risk-taking here from VP. They're just thinking the long con, right? Now, at this point, it's like, what can we do in the next round? And then they still have, as we can see, you know, they didn't spend all their money, so they're still going to have quite a bit going into that 4th round buy, and that's clearly the plan here for VP. They just look to just annihilate Na'Vi when they have the rifles.
It's not a bad idea. I mean, you can tell already Na'Vi are looking. They really don't want them to get away with too many pistols here.
I'm surprised that they're willing to risk the guns to just go after pistols, right? So it seems like, you know, VP really intent, not even peeking forward to try and, you know, catch somebody out from Na'Vi, trying to get Na'Vi to spend money. They're just intent on holding onto the guns. And here we see, you know, another minimal investment on their part, just picking up smokes. 5 smokes, a flash or 2, and there you go. That's all the gear that VP have this round. And now we have to see if they're going to try and change up the pacing of the smokes. Or are they going to try and hold on to them for a bit longer, like you said, Anders?
Yeah, I mean, especially because they had 2 people playing Archway, both those players could have smoked off and helped out Neo a lot more. Snacks will go down, sadly, and Neo next in line. So just being overrun here. Smoke pops from Pasha, but if they run through even with that pistol, it's going to be a little bit tricky. They run back into the waiting arms by Ali. Eagle's not quite good enough with that kind of range. Hard to hit an instant headshot. Flashbang out, and Edward could have got killed, but he got Guardian there to help him out. So now Taz is alone.
There isn't anything really that Taz can do. I mean, Na'Vi have sussed out that this was a B stack. Probably wondering if the fourth man is here as well. Guardian trying to check these angles, trying to force that man out onto the open. Taz looking to get the drop onto Edward, who's got that Mac 10. And there you go. Gets that kill easy, but walks right out into Guardian, who is holding it. Good play there by Na'Vi, making sure that they double up on the defense, making sure that if they lose one guy, they're still going to be able to get that return frag. And now we get to see what VP are capable of here in this round. And really, you know, the big deal is they just didn't get many kills at all.
Yeah.
In the pistol round, in the follow-up round, in the third round, just not really killing anybody. So, you know, this gamble that went out there, yeah, also the fact that they do decide to stick with helmets. So that's another nade that they could have had to work with. Flash, HE, I mean, that's $350 that they could have saved going into this round here from VP's side. So they really decide it's not that healthy of a buy, all things considered, because they just haven't been able to get any kill money.
Yeah, but they did have 5 smokes, so they're heading out of the baseline going into it, but not a lot of fluff outside of that. Na'Vi actually playing just a little bit more aggressively than we normally see them. You know, they're already taking control of top banana with about 1 minute and clearing out apartments, so they are setting up for, you know, whatever they feel like. They got 3 Molotovs as well. Would be exciting to see them try and burn out the B bomb site like we are usually really happy to see them do, but so far they've been using Molotovs to clear the ninja corner over at Archway. It's another good use for it. Edward walking out of boiler with a couple of teammates. Hambayali is waiting down in pit, and he's just here to spot a pixel. He's not admiring the wall here. He's looking for just a pixel movement of someone walking past.
You can see it right there. It's between the edge of the truck and the wood post. There's like a little triangle. That's all he's spotting with that angle, but that smoke goes down a block off short, and now at this point, this 3-man stack over on the A site, not really going to accomplish too much for VP. They even have a man waiting on Speedway to rotate over that snacks.
Look at Flaming, that's what we need here. Molotov just popped into the site, and now they are going to run for it all the way in the back. It's Neo holding with the M4, and Taz helping out, taking out Edward. Neo's finally going to show himself. Good shot there. Needs a lot of backup now. 9 seconds left. He gets a second kill. Strong defense coming out. The bomb has to be planted. Neo almost with a third one, but it's doing so much work, and through the smoke, sees he's going to get taken out. Na'Vi almost no chance in this round, although it's a good headshot from Flamey, and it's a great triple kill he's got going on. He's done everything for Na'Vi in this round, and it's not enough.
What a shot. What a final shot there. You're right. But Na'Vi just leaving it to the last possible second there with only 10 seconds left, and they still haven't been able to push out Neo, who was in the best possible position to defend for VP. I mean, the Molotov going behind new boxes didn't really have too much of an impact. It really was just Neo sitting in the back and buying so much time. And you can see it again here. Taz starts off by taking Edward, but that was just the lurk. And then Flamey, it's Zeus just running in and losing this key duel here. If they could have had 3 guys alive to hold that site, that would have made all of the difference for Na'Vi. Then they can set up the Triangle of Doom. They can properly hold the angles. Instead, they just get picked off.
If Na'Vi had had more time in that situation, they would have probably tried to double up on Neo in the back and trying to really kill him. But because they had 9 seconds left when that duel was going on, they had to just kind of suicide Zeus in there and see what happened. Guardian with a big opening kill on Snacks, and Neo.
What a risk.
So dangerous. Please don't try that at home.
What a risk. Hey, okay, the timing works out somehow, and he's even going to be able to sneak forward and pick up the incendiary, or he should be able to. There is one dropped there. Pretty sure he wants to try and sneak forward through the smoke. He did get it. So now he's got something else here to burn a little bit of time off this clock if Na'Vi decide to try and push towards B site to get control. But Na'Vi just giving control of top banana right now. It's only now where they start to just hold this angle and see if anybody's going to be peeking out at them. Seems like Zeus.
And last time we saw this position played, not by Taz, but I think it was actually by Na'Vi. The jump was made over onto the canopy when the smoke was up. Taz did make the jump, but there was no smoke, so he knew that they were going to be able to spot him there. Guardian dropping really low, but he got this kill on Pasha. It's a double currently for the Slovakian Opera, and Taz will go down as well. Wow. Third kill from Guardian. Neo, they absolutely know where he is. Everyone knows where Neo plays on this map, so Zeus kind of keeping him boxed in.
Now it's just a question of whether Zeus is going to figure out that he's rotated off. Zeus is probably thinking that he's rotated off right now, but it seems like he's still content to just sit and hold this site. Neo now just switching up his position, holding close at oranges, and they've already rotated the second man around. Not going to be necessary, though. Zeus lands the headshot immediately, and Neo is able to accomplish absolutely nothing. And this is just catastrophic for Virtus.pro. Winning that first buy round and then losing the following one, you can see like 3 guys right now are sitting on like $1,500. It's just dire times for the Polish lineup. And this is definitely not how they wanted to start things off, considering, you know, the beating they just took on Mirage. So the confidence is really going to be lacking here for the Polish lineup. Like, we need to see some, Pasha needs to start flexing a little bit here.
Something has to change. This is rough. I mean, we've seen what happens on this map when you get a really, really good T-side start. Dignitas, I think, ended up taking 8 rounds in a row against Na'Vi. So maybe they've just decided, what we're going to do as well, and see if we can put that together. It's a bit of a stack going on over towards B-side. A-side, much less defended, and C's just wrapping around, making it very tough indeed.
It's most of a hard eco coming in here for Virtus.pro. Snax is the only guy who spent any money in this round. There were 3 remaining members for Virtus.pro in a bit of a catch-all position. Just rotating through on CT, but that bomb is going to go down on A site, and now it's a question of whether VP can catch somebody lurking like this. If Edward can get picked off, that could be an AK that VP could have to use in the next round. Because this hard eco from VP, I'm wondering if they want to try and go for a risky play, try and get control back early and go for like some kind of SMG buy. Money is still looking very low here for the Poles, but if they can save money here, maybe get a kill or two, something, anything at all. I mean, that's the big thing, is that they just aren't getting any frags. So they just, the money isn't there for VP. That $300 can make all the difference.
Yeah, in the long run, you want as much of that as you can get, basically. Pasha gonna be all alone here, 1v5, and you're looking at it, there's, what, 3 kills on Taz, 2 on Neo, 1 on Snax and Bialy, and Pasha has yet to pick up 1, so you're absolutely right. It's not looking great at the moment.
And they aren't going to risk it. They aren't going to take the risk.
Guardian has more kills than the entire Virtus.pro team starting at the 7th round.
8-0-1 from Guardian. He's just continuing as well, just this insane performance, because he started off so strong on Mirage, just completely shutting down mid, as Vendetta pointed out. And then now it just continues. And Guardian fired up. I mean, he's one of the best operas in the world. And whoa, Taz coming really close to taking out Edward there. Not able to return on it. Sees instead taking the battle atop Banana, trying to just aim it out, and he's gonna go for the spray. Not gonna land at that Zeus, actually. And he may get overwhelmed here. This is a bit dangerous for Zeus. They really badly want this AK, but Seized has got his in-game leaders back.
Man, Flamey winning that fight against Bialy, gonna have to Tech 9 out. Really wanted to re-engage, but thought better of it. Realized he was very low on health, so look at how low all of Na'Vi are in fact, except for Guardian, but they're still winning these fights. And Virtus.pro was so screwed on money, they actually had to go for a double eco, and they don't kill a single person either in this round. This is starting to get really upset. Every single member of Na'Vi starting this 8th round has more than 10,000 in dollars. That is remarkable. That really rarely happens. And you can kind of look at Bialy here close to the screen. I think you can tell how down they are right now.
You see, like Bialy not talking, Taz not talking, Neo not talking. Yeah. Who's trying to get the plan going here? Who's trying to get the team fired back up again? We're not seeing any of the hype.
And our observer pointing out there's 4 Molotovs currently in play on Na'Vi's side here. So giving them a lot of options. You can either just check as many corners as you want, or could you show them for an execute. I mean, for A here, you can actually try and just firebomb out the pit, and you don't have to worry about it so much. Just focus on everything else. Top Banana, one of them being used to force back here.
And the smoke up at to block off Arch as well. Now there's, I mean, now this makes you wonder, VP, you can already see them trying to take a bit of a peek here. Bialy once again taking that position where he's just looking for the pixel, somebody moving up on short. Nice Molotov there. Thrown into apartments, that's going to force Edward back. Only dealing 12 points of damage though, so not the end of the world for Edward. And they still have control here of top mid, Na'Vi. And this is a lot of space because they've got control of top Banana as well. So they really can decide now, like, where do they want to set up? Where do they want to take this fight?
Yeah, it means essentially Virtus.pro is playing very much in the dark right now. They're just waiting for someone to show themselves. Good jump up here from Edward. I'm loving it, but Bialy was covering that position, so he could see it happening. Otherwise, that is actually a very smart move to try and execute. Pasha to pick off Guardian. Good start here for the Polish team, and it's what they need, and they need a lot more of it.
And Pasha's on the board now. So there is that as well, a little bit of a confidence boost. C is going to try and sneak his way in here, spots out Neo, who was boosted, but he's not able to adjust his aim in time, and he's going to get picked off. And now with 10 seconds left, the rest of Na'Vi are basically looking to die here. They need, well, they have so much money. Zeus is going to be able to hold on to Guardian's AWP. That's perfectly fine. You know, get that bonus money, at least a little bit of it, but you guys can see there at the end, just so much money on Navi's side. They can buy whatever they want. This is the best case scenario to be in. T side, just mountains of cash, whereas VP are the ones who are under immense pressure right now.
Yeah, and in spite of winning the round and just Na'Vi running out of time, essentially, they still lost a couple of players VP, so their economy is still looking horrendous. They got to keep winning. They got to keep winning all the rest of the rounds in this half, essentially. Make it 9-6, then we have a really good shot for VP to still be in this game. But right now, it's they're on the edge. They're almost getting pushed off.
They're tap dancing on it, man. They're really close. It's like slacklining over a canyon in a hurricane. And Na'Vi, man, just again slowing down that pace. Na'Vi playing Na'Vi style at this point, and it can be predictable. Some teams, once they get Na'Vi into this position where Na'Vi start really playing slowly, they feel confident against that. They know what to do, but it doesn't seem like VP right now have any real idea of like how to approach this apart from, okay, we're just going to kind of set up standard and hold these angles, because once again now the rotation coming back out from Neo, he's going to head back over to that B site, there to support his mate. Well, Snacks rather rotating. Neo, of course, sitting on the B site.
It actually worries me that VP are playing two members like this, because
this is VP playing scared.
Yeah, it really does feel like they're playing a little bit scared, because normally they'd be just fine with having Neo entirely alone here, give them so much more space on A to really hold any kind of push. So I don't know. It seems like they're trying to switch it up, and I'm not exactly sure why.
This is VP playing just like petrified right now.
Yeah.
They're not aggroing mid. They're not just pressuring Na'Vi. They're not doing anything to mess with Navi's pace or mindset. They're just allowing Na'Vi to walk onto these sites. Bialy, though, is going to start off strong and take out Zeus. That was in front of Librate. The wraparound coming in here from Edward, and he just completely slaps down Pasha. But they still have to get onto this site. 7 seconds left, and Taz is in the best position. If he wins the duel versus Guardian, this is it. But Guardian, did he actually get the time?
I think he got it. Oh, my lord.
Edward, the timing to save his teammate.
You have to be cold as ice to pull off what Guardian just did. He actually decided, I didn't get the no-scope, I have to plant, otherwise we'll lose the round. And that's what he did, just counting on a teammate to help him. That is one of the absolute best clips I've seen this year or even last year. That is incredible. That takes such a lot of mental fortitude to try and get that. Very cool. It wasn't even a kill. It was just the decision to do it. Edward with another kill. 1 health left. He's got the triple, looking for the quad. He's going to get it as well. Edward clearing up Virtus.pro. And that has to feel awful. What a highlight. Edward quad, but this decision from Guardian, that is practically inhuman.
No, dude. That, like, they're going to go get married after this. That's the level of trust that there is between these guys. You know, that's it. For life. They're bound. Like... And Guardian, that's also just an insane amount of awareness from Guardian, just knowing the clock. He's under so much pressure, and he's just like, there's no time. I have to plant. I mean, that's insane. Well, really well played there by Na'Vi. Just incredible round. They're clearly on point. Edward in particular, quad kill in that round, with 2 of those happening with only 1 HP. And now, once again, Virtus.pro are just wrecked. They have no money. They're completely broke.
One of the best plays for a very, very long time. I can't believe it.
Now we really, I mean, well, you know, VP, like, this is just completely out of control now. 7 rounds for Na'Vi, who are an excellent CT-sided team as well. Great run shot there by Pasha, getting that double headshot onto Guardian. That's going to, well, maybe set Na'Vi back somewhat, a little bit. Bialy lying in wait. He's lost his teammate Pasha, however, and he's just waiting. He's hoping somebody's going to walk up short. Zeus is. But he doesn't cross that line. Instead, Bialy pushes him, and then there we have it. Na'Vi now just going to be going for it. And it's just going to be just a clean cleanup here. Snacks may be able to find a kill onto C's. We'll see if he can land the shot. He's playing the angle well, just limiting the damage that he can take, but he's going to get overwhelmed by Flamey in the end. And that's going to be an 8th round for Na'Vi. They don't care that they lost 2 members in this round. That's perfectly fine as far as they're concerned. They still have just an insane amount of cash, even after a full buy. Edward's sitting on $14,000. That's obscene.
Yeah, and Flamey currently 13-0-3, so very, very good stuff coming out here from the newly signed player. 6-round lead currently going into this 11th round for Na'Vi. Virtus.pro, I think you said it perfectly. They've been playing really scared. So actually seeing them try and push down bottom of banana like this, I like it. I want to see them try and get some confidence back here, because VP on Inferno, usually they're a team on the CT side that will terrorize those terrorists, really try and put down a lot of pressure in the middle. They're one of the teams that sometimes will rush down and just try and see if they can go aggressive instead of actually even defending the bomb sites. But this time they've been playing very, very timidly, and they're going to lose the 2 opening frags.
And Bialy, this is what can happen with Bialy. He gets so fired up. You just see him he like throws his headset there. And that's not going to help how the team, I mean, that's not going to help the mental state of the team. You know, if you start, I mean, this is also just something that Bialy does sometimes. He just lets loose, and like, I remember at Ace or Ace Play, like, he cut his hand because he slammed his hand into his keyboard. So he's just like walking around after the game. He's got like a handkerchief on his hand, you know. It's just like, well, you know, what happened, bro? He's like, oh, I punched my keyboard. I'm like, okay. Like, you got to cool down. You have to keep your cool.
Same time, I can't blame them for being immensely frustrated at what's going on here. They are either being forced or forcing themselves to play really far outside their own comfort zone, and they can't get back into it. They're dominating them right now.
Neo's farming up a little bit here. This is really good. A third kill coming in, and he saves an AK as well. That's actually a fantastic recovery by Neo. He just made a lot of money. And that could go a long way here towards him dropping for his teammates. He's up to 4,200 after that round, but the pause is called by Virtus.pro. And I'd actually like to see, you know, just who's doing the talking right now for the team, who's trying to bring them back into this game. Because they need some leadership right now. They need somebody who's just going to be like, okay, guys, clearly what's happening right now, it's not working.
Yeah. You can see a little bit in the left-hand corner there, just standing up. Some of them, at least, by Ali. Probably just going to get a second to cool down here. But yeah, Cuban is definitely having a conversation with Neo and Pasha, so it's the three of them sort of internally trying to figure out what's the right call here. I don't know. I like the aggression that they were putting out this round. I think that's the right call.
Well, it's like, you know how VP do push down mid sometimes, but that's when they get opponents to eco, right? And that's the bullying tactic coming out from them. They just like to get in their opponent's face and keep them down. The only problem is that they just haven't had the opportunity to do that because Na'Vi have had full control this entire half. So every time Virtus.pro, they're getting enough, they have to eco or double eco, and then they finally have rifles. They need to get over that they have to get over the fear, essentially, of just not wanting to risk those guns. They're working with so little, and they know that these rounds count for so much that they're not willing to push up into apartments, for example. Push into second mid, get info there, or push into mid, try and mess with Na'Vi as they try and set up. The other thing is that they probably have to be worried about Guardian. Guardian and Flamey. If Guardian's got an op, he's holding mid. He's going to mess you up if you peek. That's what's going through their heads right now. They need to find a way to deal with that. Like, take aggressive fights on Banana as well. Maybe change it up. You know, go for a bit of a TSM style where it's just like smoke bottom of Banana. Just turn that into an Inferno and run over Na'Vi if anybody's there.
Yeah, well, their time is up, it seems, and they've decided know roughly what we're doing, but none of them look really excited. There's no, like, collective high-fiving going on here. There's no... With the 12th round. First half here on the third map. This is the elimination match. If you lose here, you're out of the tournament.
And it's just like the random FAMAS appears on Pasha. No Kevlar. That's all of his money as well. He just dropped it on a FAMAS. So Pasha going for the plays now as well. I mean, this is almost like the Russian AK. I mean, we'll see. There's also an AK picked up on Neo, so they've got two rifles to work with here, VP. They just have to make some magic happen here. And Neo, once again, just top Banana, taking a bit of a fight. And they're trying to control top Banana, at least. There is that, but still, Na'Vi able to move in and control most of Banana up until the sandbags, up until Car. That's also a lot of room for Na'Vi to work with here. They're just making sure that Neo can't get, you know, pull any cute stuff at the top there. And as I say that, though, Snacks goes rushing through the smoke. Snacks with the double kill. There we go. That's the kind of play that needs to happen that's going to just put Na'Vi on their back foot.
Yeah, so big, and Neo's got a smoke that just went up, so buying even more time, which is really good. And you can tell Na'Vi they don't really want to wait for that smoke to clear up, so they're moving towards the A bomb site instead. Pasha waiting in Ninja corner here, and he's got Taz close by in the bomb site. And I like the fact that they're grouping up like this, but the timing has to be perfect. Na'Vi's almost around the corner at quad. They're just slipping by them into the A bomb site. Timing couldn't be worse right now. And Guardian's putting out a warning shot saying, yeah, we've got this bomb site. They're planning the sort of secondary bomb spot in here, and I'm not a big fan of that corner, but with the positions they're holding, it could work out just fine. Smoke goes up to try and buy even more time, and now Virtus.pro have to retake. They gotta win this round. Pasha will go down though, and Taz running through, gonna be dropped by Flamey as well. What can Neo do? I
mean, yeah, that means does he decide to hang around? Hardly any damage has been done to Na'Vi. It's not like they're low and he's able to take these fights. Instead, he's just hanging around, hoping that somebody's going to let their guard down and run by, or perhaps try and chase him down and get this gun off of him. But yeah, that's the big thing. That's what I don't understand about Pasha going for that random FAMAS. Like, no Kevlar, that's all of his money. He's going to have to go for some wonky CZ armor buy now, because he's just not going to have any money to work with, and that's what's going to happen.
Yeah, I am not sure I can explain it either, but
he gets dropped an M4 by Neo.
All right.
Okay, so it's not the end of the world. It's not the end of the world, but that's still just, whoa. I mean, Pasha, that's also just like him going for a kind of like a Hail Mary confidence thing. Like, this FAMAS will work because he's only got 2 frags. Yeah. And Pasha's a big part of VP's game. They really count on him to get frags. When Pasha's hitting shots, that's when VP look just indomitable. Well, when Snacks just loses straight up a duel versus Guardian like that,
it looked like he even had some time to actually get that shot in there, so I'm a little bit surprised. But I mean, now you've just hit that golden zone where everything they try just seems to work, and that happens sometimes when you're playing at this level. So it's almost like you just create your own luck at this point. Smoke goes up, flashbang in by Ali playing underneath the canopy. Second flash goes up, hits a straight headshot on Edward, and follows him up with a couple of bullets to take him down now. Neo is alone over at B. They got a good stack going on at A, and this is definitely very winnable. And look at this, Neo collecting guns up at the spoils.
He's going for a happy right now. Nicely done there by Taz to win the duel versus Flamey. And there, finally something going right here for Virtus.pro. Flashes through, however, Neo going to hit that shot point blank on Zeus. That's going to slow things down further as he chucks an incendiary out there to cover up the main entrance, but sees, catches the rotator. Pasha just not having any luck at all right now. They will return, however. Neo takes out Guardian, so it's all down on Seized, and they know that he's around here. They know that he's somewhere in construction right now, so he's been boxed in pretty effectively here by Virtus.pro.
I love that. And then the AK, he picked up the AK afterwards, got 2 kills with it. Started off with the AWP, just I mean, Neo was playing really well at the moment, really trying to carry his team to some sort of comeback right now. 10-3, they really need more. Look at this. There's a good moment where he could have sure got that shot, Snacks.
Yeah, I mean, that's also such a sick shot to take by Guardian. And that's him just taking that step out there, scoping and shooting. Like, Guardian can be so fast. But already in position, holding mid, but nobody peeking from Virtus.pro. It's almost like Kenny. When Kenny's on the map with the AWP, he just has this power. This is why Apex is able to push down mid, is because Kenny just gets into his opponent's heads, and they're just not willing to peek mid anymore because they know that he's there with the op, and he's probably going to wreck them. So already, you know, that's the impact that Guardian can have on this map, just already denying space for VP to work with. Now VP, however, are the ones not going to push together and not trying to get info, just throwing incendiaries out and buying more time.
A lot of focus on the middle right now for both teams. A good crossfire right now stacked up between Bialy, Pasha, but Snacks and Taz are coming in, so it's almost like a 4-way crossfire going into this middle, and that is going to be really scary if Na'Vi decide to poke in, but that's where they can really use Guardian. If he can be a wedge and just kind of walk in here and get these shots off, he does get legged instead. Very low on health. Grenade follow-up could have killed him, but it's not quite close enough. Edward, Flamey with the double opening, and finally Snacks will return. The bomb is in the middle now. Drop Pasha, gets a kill and goes down. Still winnable here, 2v3.
And the flash, there he goes, Snacks blind, gets around the corner though, only taking 8 points of damage. He's gonna miss the flick onto Flamey, goes for the follow-up, not gonna get it, and he walks right into Guardian's crosshairs. Neo, the last man alive here with 15 HP. He knows that they're tagged this time. He's got a bit of a better shot, but he decides to play it safe. He's gonna make a run for it with the op, and they might have seen that, Na'Vi. They might have seen that AWP is gone. They're already out and hunting. Yeah, they want to try and track down this gun. Na'Vi have mountains of money. They have plenty of money. They can afford to throw away all 3 of these players just to get that gun off of Neo. It would be very valuable if they did. So Guardian is down.
Oh.
Now Neo going for it. He's going to get onto this bomb.
He's got the time that's trying to get back in here. Flamey running around the corner. Oh no, Neo. That was so close. I absolutely love it. That is actually just like a champion's mentality. Just realizing that there is an opening, and I'll try and play for the win. I won't just play for anything else. That is so cool.
Going for a bit of a Kerrigan there, man.
Oh man, that was close.
All right, well, yeah, 18 on Flamey. Yeah, I mean, Flamey, if ever there was a pickup that worked out perfectly for Na'Vi, Flamey is it. Like, he has just consistently delivered frags for the team.
Man, that would have been so good. We've seen some really great plays. I mean, that one from Neo was a really cool idea. Edward to open up. I mean, Na'Vi getting as many entry frags as they could like at the moment. Molotov not going to bounce in like it was intended for. Flamey messing that up a little bit. And Pasha showing up. Not at the right time at all. Taz now alone in bedroom. Going to try and spray down. What a ridiculous 180 turn. And now it's down to Seized. Killing Snacks, Neo alone. This is a brutal, a devastating first half. Na'Vi delivering onto Virtus.
And then, yeah, the following week. But, I mean, it's also been just an incredible run of tournaments for Virtus.pro. Like, week after week, they just don't stop. They're at an event every weekend. Well, it's got to weigh on you eventually, but still, to just get beasted like this.
Edward, decoy to the face. Flamey pushing down, looking to do more here. And we'll open up on Pasha, getting a bit of help from Guardian. They run back down to catch them here. Virtus.pro, just swift rotation. Great play by Ali with a double kill here. Pistol round is definitely a necessity at this point. Yeah. We have actually seen halves on this map before where both teams win all their rounds on the T side.
This is perfect. Snacks is going to walk right up on Seized. Free kill and a free bomb plant now for Virtus.pro.
That was good, yeah. Just his team waiting outside, Snacks to finish it off. It's like that moment in Die Hard when they're bringing him to the bank vault and that crazy chick with the knife comes out. I think it's even a karambit that she has, actually. Someone please check that for me if it isn't a karambit. And she walks out, you know, behind the crazy security guard who's shooting with a shotgun. That's basically what Snacks just did.
What skin did she have on the karambit, though?
It's like a Damascus steel kind of thing going on, I think. I'm still trying to get all the karambits. It's hard, man. It's really hard. Well, I don't even want to say there's a light at the end of the tunnel here. I think that's too soon to call that out and flame me.
Wow.
Oh, no.
Pasha is just, he's having the worst map right now. Just flat out the worst map. He's on, I mean, how many frags? 3 frags. 3, 3, and 15 for Pasha, who's supposed to be like one of the hard carries for Virtus.pro. Just not showing up at all, not having any luck. And sometimes that's just how it goes. Sometimes you take that peak and you just get a bullet to the face every single time. It is really not working out for Pasha here. VP already down a man. And Zeus, very good position there. Really close so that if they come around that corner, he's just going to obliterate them with the CZ. Takes that peak battle, though, and Neo catches him out. Good pre-fire there by Neo to just close it out. Well,
4v4, still advantage with Virtus.pro considering the equipment that they've got going on here. Wrapping around in Arch and actually into CT spawn, so they can go right wherever they want. They've got the time for it as well. Snacks coming out. It will be dropped by Edward, but still, this is looking pretty decent for Virtus.pro as Na'Vi are kind of the 2 remaining members really far apart. Edward, though, playing so well. Another 12 bullets in the C set, and this is now a winnable round for Na'Vi.
And he just decides to go running through. He nearly takes that man out.
He's got 3 bullets. He needs
what
something.
Can he do? Where can he find a gun? I mean, Seized is gone, so it's down to Edward. Where can he find a gun here?
Oh no, they actually dinked him, and he's gonna have to retreat. He couldn't find one. That's very sad.
That was actually still very well done there by Edward, getting 2 kills like that. That makes it very pricey here. Does he? What? No pistol? Okay, well, not ideal for Virtus.pro losing this many guys, but still, they should be all right with it. Neo getting 2 MP7 kills is going to beef up his economy somewhat, and an ump kill as well for Taz. That shot, though, from Flamey just catches that second peak there by Pasha. Really nicely done by him. And now we're just going to have another round of eco coming out here. It's going to be the game of hide the Edward. You know, where is Edward going to peek out?
12-5, man. This is such a stretch still. Virtus.pro could be a momentum-based team at times. They get up to a right start. I mean, like I said, we've seen halves on, or we've seen maps like this on Inferno where everyone just plays really well T-side and CT side doesn't work at all. Trading going on in the middle. Edward, 1, 2, looking for more, but that's again the bullets. It's the big problem here. Just running out pretty quickly. He's got down to 8. He's a 3v3, and they've got an MP7 on him as well.
Dude, I love it. Edward, he's so far ahead. I mean, Taz, this guy, is predicting the movement as well, knows that he could peek out from bedroom, and he gets that kill. Really close there by Edward. He still does the damage, gets 2 kills, nearly making, you know, that CZ count. And another 2 kills while suffered there by Virtus.pro, but at this point, I don't think that they really care. It's all just about, you know, 1 round at a time, keep the pressure up, and we go into the first buy round here for Na'Vi. So now we get to see exactly what they can afford to go for here. And it's even, see, this is the difference, is where, you know, VP, they decide to go for M4s and limit themselves on nades. At least Na'Vi, they have the one guy taking the hit. You know, Seized, he goes for a FAMAS instead, but then he can afford full nades in this buy. So they have something to work with here, Na'Vi. Although the rest of his team are very light. Zeus, he's got no nades. There's a single smoke on Flamey. He's still very close.
Neo already dropping fairly low. Now that Na'Vi actually do have the rifles, I'm wondering if they're going to be playing very passively or trying to go for a little bit here. You can see Flamey is already on a bit of an adventure, and he's got Seized behind him. He had Seized behind him. He's going to be falling back now. And they both take up a bit of a crossfire. What can Virtus.pro show us? They've got 3 smokes. They've got a Molotov. We need to see something spectacular here.
It has to be something truly amazing. This is also a very standard play here from Na'Vi. 3 guys on A, 1 holding Arch, 1... Well, Zeus kind of holding short. They're doubling up on that. And it seems like Zeus is interested in getting a peek for information. So there's the flash around the corner. Zeus is going to go out. Guardian goes at the same time. And they literally drop the bomb in the middle of T. Like, This is a real problem here. Taz hits an insane shot onto Guardian, though. That's a great headshot. That could open things up. And Taz delivers, takes out Zeus as well. And this is now going to be Edward caught out in the open. Snax goes rushing through the smoke and catches him in the side of the head. Edward never knew what hit him. And Taz and Snax just working together, tag teaming it.
How does Snax know to pivot around Edward while he's in the smoke? I mean, Edward's out of the smoke. He's supposed to have the advantage. It's ridiculous, isn't it? Flamey now alone, 1v3, Snax gonna take him out. And I'm always pleased and amused and entertained to watch Snax playing these smokes. It's so weird. 12-7, and we're in the 20th round.
And they're starting to make some more noise over there on VP's side. You can see Neo talking. There's the hand slapping going on again. So it seems like the morale is starting to, come back into this for Virtus.pro, and they're very dependent on that. So the fact that they are finally getting some confidence back in this situation means a lot for all the VP fans out there. There's that fighting spirit again. Nice nade by Flamey, doing quite a bit of damage to Neo, but then Neo's just like, well, I can one-up you, bro. AK bullet to the face.
Navi now struggling economically as well. The gap is slowly closing. I mean, it's still 5-round difference, but we'll see. Suddenly, Inferno has turned T-sided.
Right? Total reversal. But these teams just so good at measuring it out, pacing it out, and now we have that bomb still kind of floating around a banana. 4 players there for VP as well. This really does make you think that this is going to be the straight lurk play. Snax making it work. Takes out Zeus initially. Edward already waiting up there, but he's not going to hear steps. Snax not giving any information away. Edward just has to stay on that A site, whereas Na'Vi consolidating the defense on B. This is the correct call to make from Na'Vi.
Smoke off CT spawn. 2 people stacked inside. It'll work out. It's still going to be really tough here. Even with the good stack going on, it's still going to be a little bit difficult. And that Guardian going to go down. Are they going to check where Seized is? Yes, they will. So thorough work, really well planned there. Virtus.pro not losing a single person. And we were marveling at Navi's economy earlier on, and VP's is not quite there, but it's getting better and better all the time. I mean, a couple of them are going to be close or above 10,000 in the start of the next round here. So
yeah, that's the big thing, right? It's these kind of perfect anti-eco rounds that just allows them to farm. Edward getting in a position where he can abuse that Max 7, though, so this is good if they go rushing down this corner. But VP don't need to go past this point. They can literally hold this point and not worry about going up with the bomb. There's no reason to risk running into Edward here, who's holding up close. CZ, Swag 7, like, a lot of damage at this close range. And do VP actually push? I'd be amazed if they did. They should just be hanging around here holding to make sure that Edward can't get anything done.
Yeah, Edward really wants them to come and he did a little bit of damage then. So, starting the 21st round, 5 Molotov being picked up by Virtus.pro and 4 currently on Na'Vi. So it's gonna be a lot of fire on Inferno. It's a theme going on here.
Perfect. We're perfectly comfortable with that, Anders.
Lots of fire, please. Guardian in the middle with the AWP. Gonna take a bit of a peek, not all the way. Wants to see if someone's gonna come looking for him. Currently no one will. Second mid though, almost a target, then flashbang over, and he doesn't get the timing right for the blind shot. Bialy gonna use the first of many Molotovs to clear out that ninja corner road archway.
And Edward's still held on to the swag. This is interesting. From short, this could be a strong position if he can actually get control. The flames just burning merrily over his head, keeping him warm. And Zeus not gonna get naded. Instead, it's actually gonna be him setting up. Weird bounce there by that smoke. What was that?
Well, Guardian gonna pick up the first kill there on Neo. Tries to fall back into it. They gotta stop Virtus.pro right now. They gotta make sure they don't get on a similar streak as the one they were on themselves. T-side, missing a shot, down to 17 health, and just keeps trying. Pasha will pick up Zeus.
Just slaps him away as well. Ragdoll physics all the way. It's the Olympics all over again. C's just going for the random spray, and he's actually going to connect on the last bullet on Taz. That's a big kill there. That's further slowing down the push. Snax comes out of apartment. However, he takes out Seized, and there you go. Pasha delivery. Edward gets the jumping headshot, and he gets a second one as well. That drops the bomb in front of him. Oh, the style points coming out for Edward. Triple kill. 3 shots, 3 kills, and Edward, there you go. That's the kind of play that's going to put Na'Vi right back on top.
Oh my lord, that's a great highlight reel. I have no idea how he got that last shot off. That's so dirty.
And Pasha's got to be like just furious right now.
Yeah.
Pasha's not the kind of guy you want to piss off with that kind of play either, right? Like nobody shanks Pasha. Nobody shoots him with a swag 7. Come on.
Oh, and they really managed to put an end to that. Flamey now opening up. Confidence back in favor of Na'Vi, and a double kill to start off the 22nd round with Virtus.pro. Their back was good, but it's not good enough to sustain consecutive losses, they probably will force. I mean, they will force up this round. Regardless if they lose it, they have the money to spread around, I think. But after that, it gets really tricky.
Well, looks like Neo going for a relog there. Not the end of the world. Well, you're right. I mean, VP, well, they're going to have to go for a force because they have to keep Na'Vi off of match point. So this is, I mean, this is it. Virtus.pro, their back is to the wall. And already Guardian, he pins him to the wall. He takes that shot on Bialy as he peeks around the corner. And Zeus from the other angle is going to catch out Taz. They're just getting picked off one at a time. It's down to Snacks now, last man alive. And he's going for the rotate onto B. He wants to get in here fast, see if he can win this duel versus Flamey. And he does just that. Smoke is down, however. So does he risk it? Does he decide to go for the push? This is buying enough time for the rotation to come through. Seized, already heading to that B site, ready to lock it down. And now Snacks is just getting firmly boxed in. They've cleared out mid, Na'Vi, they're closing in. He still only has one man in front of him, however, so if he can hit a crazy headshot here, if Seized peeks out, Snacks can still get this bomb plant. But he's only got a couple of seconds to do it because already Zeus is already in position as well to hold off on CT. Snacks is not going anywhere. He's going to get firmly closed in on, and the spray happens. He is gone with 9 seconds left, and Na'Vi 2 rounds away from collecting match point.
Yeah, here's Virtus.pro buying. And it's a really decent buy as well, so not much of an issue there. 8-14, but if they lose now, that is pretty much done for. Their scoreboard reads almost all zeros. Not, or in terms of money at least, not looking good.
Not at all. Not at all. Na'Vi, I mean, Na'Vi also able to get a really healthy buy, so this is it. Now we have to see how they develop on this. Pasha has just turned to the AWP as his answer. He hasn't had any luck with the rifle so far. It's now time to go for a bit of a sniper peek, bit of a sniper battle. Guardian holding, misses the shot on short, just slightly off on his timing, but he still spots the man peeking out. And now he's going to try and change up his position. We'll see if Pasha's ready and waiting for him. Edward with a 6 spray, takes that fight head on versus Snacks and wins it. So again, Edward coming through for his team.
Yeah, absolutely. Taz going to be still alive up in apartments, goes down to Edward and Seized kicking up a double as well, and this is it. Neo to drop, and Na'Vi screaming in the other room. We could tell Seized with a really good round here, triple in total, 15-8, and Na'Vi looks like they're gonna grind it out at the end here. There was a good streak going on from VP in the second half at some point. They won the first 5 rounds in a row playing T-side, and then Na'Vi just put down their foot and said, that's it, no more. No more, yeah, you guys are getting locked out. Good night. And you can see the impact that this is having on VP as well. I mean, they know. What? Again? We'll have to see the replay of that one. I mean, that's 2 shots now that look dead on. I think that one was just wide there for Guardian, but not going to matter really in the end. He just changes up his position, still spots a man out in mid, and it's too early in the round really to build anything off of that. Maybe the first shot from Guardian is just a warning shot. Like, don't come any closer. I don't want to do this, but if you force me, I will. If you force me, I'll have to. Get off my lawn. Yeah, I think VP can smell what's cooking. They're going to keep fighting, obviously. Tech9's Deagle and a C-set 75. A lot of grenades to work with here. 55 seconds. Where is the play going to come in? Look at this tower being built by Edward. Actually, doesn't really matter. Flamey taking a 1, 2, 3. They're all headshots with the M4, leaving Taz and Snacks left. 2v3. Trying to get into that bomb site. Are they going to be there quick enough to flashbang? Snacks still making his way through, turns around, and a good kill happens on Zeus. What a win there, actually. That's really big. Fresh smoke goes down. Edward making noise and gets Snacks to come off of that bomb plant. Just trying to buy the time. He now knows that the bomb is ready here. And Edward just decides to take the aggressive peek. Double Molotov, though. Bit of a waste of nades there. That's the last nades. Those are the last nades that VP have to work with. So that smoke now, as soon as that clears, Na'Vi looking to double up and go together, it seems. Wanting to go for the trade kills. VP looking for overtime on the 3rd map that would eliminate them if they lose it. Snacks walks out, get killed there on Guardian. Gonna need a little bit more. He's got the triple. He's now in a 1v1 versus Edward, and Edward does not have a lot of time, but he gets the kill regardless. Turns around. I don't think he can make it here. It's gonna be one more round for Virtus.pro as Edward explodes. Snacks with a really good round here, a triple kill and a lot of time board. Yeah, I mean, that's the turnaround, especially after Flamey's just triple mow down. Yeah, Guardian just wide with the shot there in mid. That could have been a big opening there for Na'Vi. Might be kicking himself, but then yeah, Flamey with the triple spray down in Banana. I mean, just insane that that VP are able to come back after taking that 3 kills, and they're still able to make it happen. Oh, Guardian spotting a lot of people. Should be communication really, you can see just trying to grenade them out. Flashbang in, Cease with a good opening, gets one, goes for more, but gonna get shut down. Flamey with a one follow-up, looking for a double, and it's gonna get it as well. Still a lot of trading going on, and it's fairly even between the two teams. Still slight advantage for Na'Vi. If they lose this round, Na'Vi, though, they're gonna be ecoing, and Virtus.pro will have a real shot at bringing overtime.
I'm sure Zeus wants to get his hands on some of that gear that's sitting atop Banana as well. It would be fantastic if he could find another smoke to work with here and try and block them off. But already the push. In the meantime, Edward is pushed all the way through T apartments. He's getting down to bottom mid into T spawn. They're going to be boxed in, Virtus.pro. It's all about now just going forward. The triangle of doom is set up, and Guardian catches Pasha peeking. This is it. Taz now in a 1v3 situation to keep Virtus.pro in this tournament.
That's too much to ask for, really. You're boxed in, and you've got 40 seconds left. They're walking up right behind him. Good shot there from Taz. He can actually run back towards the A-bomb site, and that's exactly what he's going to do. He's got the time for it here. As Zeus, they know instantly what's going on, but he's at least going to get the bomb plant here, and he could even get into pit to defend it. This is not necessarily a bad position here.
He's going to play, yeah, get that plant standard. Now, can he make it up into apartments? No, he's a little bit too late. Guardian is going to be able to hold that line. Instead, Taz moving into Graveyard. Okay, also a solid position. It's a hard shot to hit for Guardian, and he's going to be able to keep eyes on short as well. Zeus very low, already down to 21 HP. Not sure if they spotted Taz there. It doesn't look like it. Zeus is going to get caught out. Great kill, and now he has to take the fight. 1v1 versus Guardian. Can Guardian land the shot? Up close to the P250, trying to spray around that corner. Taz playing it well, but he gets headshot. Guardian finds the angle, and this time there will be no second chance for VP. There is plenty of time for the defuse.